All right, you guys try talking.
All right, here I am,
Are,
chirping up.
are we good on Twitch?
Vegan.
Did that work?
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear him. We'll see what they have, buddy, and we'll see how much money I have. Okay. Now watch your Pokemon, because I got D&D. Okay. Love you.
Hey, we should be good then.
Do you hear all of us?
I can't hear Canervus Blurgan.
Why not?
I don't know. Is he talking?
No.
I'm talking now.
There he is.
Take a little bit for it to come through on Twitch.
Said he wasn't talking.
Mm.
It comes through on Twitch. We're good.
Okie dokie. Okay, so welcome all to another episode of What the Fuck?
Yes,
That's
another
not what this
episode of
is
What the
called.
Fuck.
Sorry. I clicked on my Google Drive and it was like, hey, it's not working. Another episode of Barntome. Thank you all for joining us again. Those who watch on Twitch and support Bork, we appreciate it. And those of you who listen to us in any sort of podcast form, again, we appreciate you all. Noticing a bit of a rise in our followers, so go us.
Go you guys. It's them the reason why.
You're the real heroes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I stand corrected.
The real
Despicable.
treasure was the followers we made along the way.
Anyway, to do a good old-fashioned recap, not really much happened last episode. The guys decided to go... Well, a lot happened in a very small actual thing of happening. Let me finish. The guys decided to go up north in the dungeon to see if they can find the hidden treasure in the more dangerous area. And they immediately ran into the dangers. They fought 3? Yeah, there was 3 of them. They were chules, weird tentacle dog things.
Bless you.
Well, thank you. I honestly did not think this was going to be as tough of a battle as it was, but RNGs just really hated the guys this round, and 2 of them ended up unconscious, both Ben and Drusilla. Though, luckily, they were managed to stabilize each other. Ben, by the skin of his teeth, kept his character around, and Drusilla was really only out for about 1 round. And Kromtech came in clutch, finishing off the last 2 chules, especially after Ben fully healed 1.
And then some.
Yeah, twice. So yeah, we're in the room they were in. There's a couple explodey spores in the north of the room, and 3 dead chul bodies, as well as 3 very, very fucked up adventurers. Let's get her going.
I don't appreciate that. I'm doing just fine.
You have 11 HP, dude.
I always have 11 HP. These people hit for 30 points in 1 turn. I'm always low. I'm used to it at this point.
Yeah, you really got to learn how to hide in the back. You somehow seem to keep finding yourself in the middle of combat.
Yeah, I'll be fine if they didn't hit for 30 a turn, but...
It's not my fault.
Yeah,
And have, like,
you choose them. You operate them.
+6 or +7 hit rate.
Anyways, they're all dead. I go to make sure that Ben and Drusilla are both alive.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't keep me down. Can't keep Dark Lord in training down. Ow. We should really go back.
I'd say I've been worse, but I don't want to lie to you. We should at least check these side rooms, right? I don't want to have gotten my ass beat for nothing.
Well,
Minion.
when I notice that they're alive and talking, I go investigate this room to see what kind of loot is here.
Okay.
The room you're in?
Yeah.
Okay, in this room, you got, like, a dining room table. You got these stairs that lead to kind of a little outcropping. the death spores. You don't really see any chests or anything like that. You do see a door over here and a door over here.
Oh, lovely. I come back and I'm like, so there's 2 doors. I have a feeling that if I didn't find any loot here, I have a feeling that the loot would be there, if anywhere.
Speaking from past experience, I don't think we found any worthwhile loot since we've started these runs. I don't think it's worth risking our necks when we're already on, death's doorstep.
Well, just because you don't like the loot doesn't mean nobody likes the loot, okay?
Okay, tell me one memorable piece of loot you've gotten from this place.
I got some rocks.
Oh, do you remember those rocks?
He actually put those rocks to use.
I have a debt
the
to
whole
pay.
reason we came up here is because there was supposed to be good stuff up here.
Yeah. What he said.
What about you, Cromtech?
What?
Find anything? Anything worth dying for?
Hang on. Let me peruse my script over here. The stuff I kept was a lot of gems, a lot of gold, serpent venom, poisons, a couple different venoms, there's poisons, a short sword, and the rest I sold to the guy who's making my daggers. So, yeah, quite a bit.
Okay. Well, feel free to poke around if it's that valuable. I'll wait here to see if you come back alive or scream.
Well, okay, fine. Ben, how much HP does it do you need to cast one of your healing spells?
More than I have.
Does 10 work?
Yeah. Why?
How many spells can you cast with that?
1.
Which one?
I mean, either of them, but I think the blood mist would be our best option.
I don't know how you do it, but I wager 10 HP.
You can't wager your AP.
Yeah, I can't exactly take out a loan on my health.
No, you cannot take a loan out on your health either. He actually uses his blood, which is in tune by his ancient spirits and ancestors. Can't use your blood for that.
Okay, roundabout way. Hey Ben, you feel like blood pulling 1 HP 10 times, so you have 10 HP, can cast blood mist, and we both end up with closer to 10 HP versus just me sitting with 11 and you with 1? Or does it cost?
Have you seen how that's been working out for me so far?
Yeah, but I can force fail my rolls. Does it cost
That's true.
you?
I can, like, unforcedly fail lower than you can force fail.
Does it cost you anything to just cast it?
No.
He has to wager.
Yeah, you wager 1 HP. I wager 1. Oh, hey, I rolled a 0. If I'm willing to give, I can forcibly fail. Can I not?
No, I'm not arguing.
I'm trying to convince him.
I mean, it's not the worst idea.
Unless you want to look with 1 HP.
I mean, right now you're the meat shield. So if you want to open the door, I've got your back.
I'd rather you be the meat shield because you have a chance of gaining more health from other people.
I really vote we leave, but if you guys are adamant on trying this, just let my minion walk in first.
I thought Drusilla was often not paying attention.
I mean, I'm standing there not saying anything. I'm just listening.
Well, we went off to the side and you were left. You're still back there.
Well, I got nothing better to do.
I'll wager 1 HP.
Okay. You guys are doing this.
I fail.
You gain 1 HP.
Cool.
And you lose 1.
Technically, you could do 2 now.
Let me do, blood pool. I wager 2 HP. Wait, do I have to be rolling for this?
No.
If he's force failing, no. The roll is because they're fighting against you. He's basically like slitting his wrists and going, here!
All right. I wager
So
4.
essentially, you get to 10, he's down to 1. Oh,
I get to 10, he's down to 2.
No, he was at 11.
And I'm at 1. I only need 9.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Does it count as a use every time he needs to do it, though?
No, I'm not giving him uses for his skill for this freebie.
Oh.
Because he's
if
not
you didn't
fighting
say
for
something, then...
Oh, wait, I do need 11. I
said you
So
need
go
1
down
left
to one
over. It takes 10 to use it.
Yeah, so I'd have 1 left over. Yeah, okay. Let's see. And then I'll just go here. Burn 10, blood mist. Let's see, circle. Finger. Get everyone in that. 4. Is that a D8? Yeah.
2 of them, because you get 2 turns.
So everyone in that circle heals for 8 HP.
Shit. This is kind of a life hack.
That was actually a net failure because he's at 9 and you're at 9.
Yeah, but you still also gain 8 as well.
Yeah.
We started with
13
and we're at 999, 18.
Yeah.
27.
We're still extremely fucked up.
Yeah.
Okay. DM standpoint here. If you guys were to do this, it would take a very decent amount of time for Ben to continuously drain the HP he needs and then recast Blood Mist over and over again. As we have stated, it is a timed dungeon. So right now, I will give you the choice of if you want to continue to do this. You guys can basically just freeball your way up to half HP. So let's say 40 for Cromtech. I won't give you fully half, Ben, just because you've got way too much HP. So we'll go 75 for you. And I don't know your HP, Drusilla. What's your HP?
I don't know my HP. Give me a second.
What the fuck, man?
100.
So you get 50. If you do this, though, I will start a counter that you guys won't know about. And if you are not out of this floor, whether that be evacuating or defeating the boss by the time this counter is over, bad things will happen. So your choice right now is to go with this, go to the HP I just gave you guys, and I start my counter, or just leave the floor.
I was just gonna do it the once.
Yeah, I thought we were limited to one mass heal outside of
You
combat.
you made it clear that outside of combat, he's only allowed to use his blood mist once an hour.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Well, that just continually explains, how this would take a long time to do.
Versus once, every 12 seconds, once an hour. But yeah, so that just made your entire point mute.
No, that actually verifies my point that this would take fucking forever.
I meant the fact that, or your options, that made your options mute because we can't do that.
Either way, I'm opening the door.
Oh, shit.
Minion! I
Look.
ready a fireball.
This is where the good stuff is. We didn't get our ass kicked for nothing.
Wait, how much health do we have? Are we doing the half and half thing?
Nope, you guys are going with one round, so you each gain 9 HP.
He can't do half HP because he can only do the one round.
Okay. Well, gotta respect the player's choices. You open the door.
Fuck this, I'm running.
Yeah, get him! Everybody get out of here!
I make
before you run,
biggest firewall.
Get your ass back in front of that door. roll agility. Please, RNG, don't. Oh, thank Jesus. So, Ben, already being cautious due to, just getting fucked up and barely being alive, opens the door with some subtlety and here's ducks just in time. Crown Tech, you see an arrow like thud into the side of this table as the arc descends, and it just kind of like quivers there. And you can tell from previous experience of having these very same arrows in your body that there's a couple driders on the other side of the door. Drusilla, you hear a thud. You hear Cromtech kind of squeal like a little girl as he sees what's inside the door, and you see him preparing to run away.
I did not squeal like a little girl.
I meant Ben. Sorry, I mixed up your names.
Damn right.
Yeah, I've been on edge this whole plan, so I was ready to call my minion into action and book it out of there. So.
Oh man, I really thought we were gonna be re-rolling Ben. Not gonna lie.
I mean, I would have saved him. Oh yeah. So the two fireballs that I prepped, I make a double wide wall at the doorway so they can't get out. And I call out, "Hey, careful, Ben! They can shoot through walls."
It's just them and my minion in there. My minion's
Ben's not inside. Ben's at the outside of the door, but your minion can stop moving now.
Right.
So yeah, roll initiative.
My minion's not trapped in there with them. They're trapped in there with my minion.
Yeah, you tell yourself that as much as you want.
Oh, mine's 8, not 10. I used my current dex instead of my charisma. On accident. Pretty sure my Paragon Surge is over, too. That's why it's 3, not 4.
Can I have a score again?
My initiative was at 21.
I thought that was your agility.
That's what initiative is.
10. Okay.
No, his agility was for dodging the arrow that was shot at his head.
Reflex, that's it.
Which is agility.
Yeah, the reflex save. That's. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. This guy. Wait. Yeah. Yeah. This guy first. Then Donnie. Then Cromtech. Ben. This guy. Okay. So up first is this Drider. And he's going to try to shoot Ben again. He'll be rolling at disadvantage due to the firewall. Longbow. +6 to hit. Okay, so I've got a 16 and a 15.
They both
are the
hit.
2 lowest. I'm assuming you're going to be unconscious. Unless RNG's rolls really bad.
Their modifiers make him unconscious.
A D8 +3.
Oh,
no, the
maybe not.
modifier is only a 3.
Does it come with poison too?
7. No, not this one.
I mean, you don't have to roll the modifier.
You're unconscious.
That one. The modifier of the second one.
Yep. So Ben, you are unconscious. You get you kind of duck the first surprise arrow, but then 2 more quickly follow up and like get you right in the gut. Drusilla, you're up.
God damn, seriously? I said we should just leave. Fuck. Much movement do I have?
30 feet.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that close enough to wake up Ben?
You gotta be right next to him.
I'm diagonal.
That's fine.
Shut the fuck up. I told you guys this was stupid. You should have listened. Can I use a bonus action to backstep?
No.
All right, that's my turn. Minion stays where he is because he's keeping me safe.
Hey, Croptech, you're up.
Am I able to drag Ben?
You have half movement while you're with him. While you're carrying him, your movement will be halved.
So I walk to here, and then I pull him down to. That would count for it. I can't move him, so you're gonna have to move him.
Oh, you can move himself.
So that he's out of the doorway.
Mm-hmm.
And was Drusilla successful at stabilizing him?
She stabilized him, but he's still unconscious. He's just not dying anymore.
Okay. Real quick. Does that, since there was a preemptive strike, are my flame walls still going to be up for a full turn?
Yeah, I'll give you that. Okay. Yeah.
Then I'm going to wait till Ben gets up, and then we can run out. Well, I can't move anymore, so.
Yeah. Ben, you're up. Make a strike check to see if you regain consciousness. Roll higher than a 15, and you're up.
Alrighty.
You're still unconscious.
Unconscious but not dying?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
5, 6, 1. Your minion takes 6 damage. If I remember correctly, we gave it 20 HP.
Yep.
So. Oh, wait, no. Both of those hit. I'm dumb. So it takes 11 damage.
Oof. All right.
Drusilla, you're up.
I mean, like, shit. I'm going to sprint out. I did my bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You get 60 when sprinting.
8, 9, 10. Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. 31 normal, which is 5 spaces. 61 sprinting, which is 10 spaces.
Oh, okay. Well, that's 10 spaces. Yep. I traveled 10 spaces.
Croptech, you're up, and you do still have an unconscious Ben on your shoulders.
Yep, I'm carrying him out. The entire time.
You can sprint as well, which would give you 30 movement, so your regular movement.
3, 4, 5, 6. So while I'm sprinting out the entire time, muttering, fucking Drusilla comes in, fucking healed. She got shot by a fucking arrow because she was running the way instead of being off to the side. And then fucking leaves him. Don't worry, I got him. That's it.
Okay, at this point, you guys have cleared far enough that they will not chase you. So we will end the combat. Your minion's basically just Spider Chow now. Which is fine since, it's a summoned minion.
Okay, I mean, we're still in panic mode, probably.
I imagine you are. But at this point, it's more about role-playing than combat, so do you.
You fucking idiots!
Is he going to be rolling? So, I'm just going to keep walking towards the gate. How often is he rolling to regain consciousness?
At
this part, it doesn't matter. I could just fucking walk all the way there.
D100, Ben.
Alrighty.
10. So basically, you're going to be unconscious until they get out the door. You're that fucked up. You were just knocked out again after being knocked out less than 10 minutes ago. So you're just kind of like, eh.
Lucky I was around to provide a meat shield for you guys and stabilize Ben.
All right. If she's talking shit like that, I'm gonna shoot a fireball at her. I'm not gonna hit her.
Ben.
Yeah, while carrying Ben, I'm just gonna shoot one at her face.
Roll a d20. If you roll high enough, or if you roll too low, I'll say, then we'll see how it goes. An 8. So your attempts at, just kind of getting Drusilla to shut the fuck up while you're lugging Ben on your shoulders, you're kind of trying to be, not lethal with it. You still manage to clip her in the shoulder, and it's she takes a D4 of damage. Roll a D4. Just because you're doing way too many things at once and you're all kind of flustered. So you take 2 damage, Drusilla.
And then I don't acknowledge her the rest of the time, and I keep walking.
Okay. You, incompetent and petty. Winning combination.
Like I said, I don't even ignore her. And if she's walking next to me, I purposely stop so she can walk ahead of me. So, I'm not walking next to her because I don't want...
Mm-hmm.
Don't want to hear her negativity right now.
So
Drusilla
kind of keeps muttering and bitching and complaining, and Kromtech is kind of fuck this shit. I'm busy carrying Ben to the fucking end circle, and you guys get there. You warp out. You're back to camp. And the guard looks at you and he goes, "Tried for the treasure room, huh?"
I go, no. Just went back through the cells. The Driders leveled up since last time, and I just walked past them.
He kind of scoffs at you and he goes, "Things don't level up."
And he can probably see the tentacle marks.
I don't care. At this point, I just had to drag Ben out of the way from getting, even though after he was stabilized, from getting shot at again because he was left in the doorway. I had to carry him the entire way out, all while listening to Drusilla complain and bitch and moan for about probably an hour, because it would have, with me carrying Ben, who's twice my size, I would not be walking fast.
No, yeah, you're right.
So I just...
I saved your asses.
I'm just walking, and then I walk to the tent and just drop you on your bed, and I walk and go. I don't even go lay down. I just keep walking to go find a drink or something just to cool off.
Well, you know where your tent is, so I assume you're taking Ben there.
I just said I dropped Ben at his tent, on his bed.
Yeah, so other than that, there's not really any designated area for drinks. You see a couple fires with some random people kind of gathered around.
They have to have like a cantina somewhere.
No, this is a tent city, man. Just bring what you got.
You've never heard of a cantina tent? Come on.
No,
Someone's got to make money somehow.
I haven't.
Anyways, I look around and try to clear my head, and hopefully I'll even bum a drink off someone in their tent. Just hanging out.
Yeah. Roll charisma.
About damn time.
Oh, you're interacting with people.
17.
Not bad. So you kind of plop down with a random group of adventurers, and they see you're weary, bloody, draggled, got a couple arrow holes healing up on you. And one guy just kind of nods his head at you and passes you a tankard of something that tastes like piss and burns like alcohol.
Sounds delicious. And I tell him that. I'm like, oh, hey, this sounds pretty good. This is pretty good. Who made it?
And he goes, I don't know. It's just what gets passed around.
I kind of like, I want to heat it up if I can, and then try to cool it down. I don't think I can. But I'd rather try to drink this a little warmer in case it does need purifying.
Okay. Well, you can heat it up easily. Cooling it down is the not so easy part. So now you're kind of drinking warm piss that burns like alcohol.
That's perfect. That's what I want.
Okay.
Well, while I'm chatting with these people, I'm like, hey, do any of you know, like, have a tank or a cleric or a couple other people that want to go? I thought the first like level 1 of this dungeon was supposed to be like beginner, and this expert was gonna get past 20. But whoever started this made level 1 like double advanced. Like my friends and I, we need to basically what we need to go in and just take a shit ton of hits, and because none of us have the AC or HP to withstand anything in there. Figured if I get hit enough and just kept getting healed like in a death loop type of thing, eventually I'll gain more HP.
Speaking of which, I do need to go through your guys' stuff and check it, but I haven't done that in a bit. Anyway, the guy kind of nods his head knowingly, and he goes, yeah, actually, floor 1's pretty easy if you just kind of go straight for the bosses. The bollywogs are no problems. It's when you go about exploring that it becomes an issue. Granted, if you want treasure, you got to explore, but if you just head in and fight the boss, you'll probably get through pretty quick.
Who goes in and doesn't explore?
People who are looking for the higher levels. They want to see what's at the end of this dungeon, so they quick run as much as they can. But if you're looking for outside help, most random parties, myself included, we've got our own groups. The only really way to get help is to recruit from the guild. You'd be lucky if you found some random adventurer, especially a tank or a healer, who didn't already have a party.
I'm sorry, I'm still baffled that you were talking about people pushing for the higher levels versus and avoiding the combat, even though the combats are going to get stronger at the higher levels. My brain needs a second to wrap around this.
Well, it's the mystery of the tower that compels these people. They don't really care about the fights. They go in with big ass weapons and big ass shields and healers, and they're not looking for money and treasure and loot. They're looking for the mystery, and so they do what they can to speed run. They'll go through a floor quicker than you can say. I don't know. I don't have a witty thing to say. Anyway, they'll go through a floor real fast and tend to avoid any areas that look like they don't progress.
I understand that they can get to a higher number, but like, if no one's reached the end, that we know of. Like, it's you're gonna end up running into something you can't fight, and if you skip all the levels ahead of time, then that's a lot of EXP that you left on the table. I get where you're coming from. It just doesn't seem like the better option there.
I guess that depends on your perspective. How many attempts have you made on the first floor while exploring?
We just we're going on we're about to start a third one.
He goes, and how's your luck been in any of the areas that aren't directly in the path of the boss?
I mean, we survived. Pretty good, actually. Like, I mean, part of the reason why I'm excited about this is I want to level myself up and become better. By going through the side stuff, I've been able to use a lot of my skills to increase or a lot more than if I would just ran straight through.
You're not wrong, young man. You're not wrong, but you look at you took 2 tries. You haven't cleared the first floor yet, I imagine, from your current state.
No, I just said we're about to start our third one.
Well, yeah, that too. I was trying to be polite as a shooter character. Give me a break here.
I mean,
anyway,
you could repeat what I said.
You haven't cleared the first floor yet, and you're going on your 3rd try for it. Whereas some of these other guys who are speed running the floors are on floor 10 or 11 or 12, and they're finding better loot in the areas they do explore, which granted isn't much, and they're still getting good uses because they're higher up on the floor, so each battle takes more and more effort.
Okay. And that, yeah, I mean, then what you're saying is true, but they've waited until they got to floor 9 and 10 to start gaining uses, because I'm sure they would have just blitzed right through the first couple. Like, it doesn't matter the fact that, like, if I take 3 tries for every floor, I'm more than happy with that.
He goes, and that's where perspective matters. You're happy with your run, and they're happy with theirs. They don't seem like they don't think they're missing out because they're not going for the treasure areas. They think they're ahead of you because they're fighting higher areas and getting better treasure. Even though you may luck out and find something extremely useful on your first floor run, which would be great for you, they're finding stuff that's equal to or better on their 10th floor run. That's where the perspective comes in. You might be stronger in the long run, but they'll get there before you.
Yeah.
Are you here to get to the end of the dungeon, or are you here to grind your levels and see what you can find? That's the key.
Both. I mean, it sounds like you aren't seeing or appreciating the way I'm trying to go and trying to convince me to speed run, but I'm gonna tell you, I'm I need more practice. I'm gonna go that route, but no, I was hoping not to pay the overprice for the guild, because that just seems stupid.
He goes, yeah. The guild kind of owns everything. They were the ones who found this place. They set the charges for what they want. But like I said, back to your original question, if you find a tank who isn't already partied up, you've got to have the best luck in the world.
Well, none of you have a 4-leaf clover again, I guess, that I can borrow, do you?
I need all the luck I can get for my runs.
That's unfortunate. But, all right. Well, I appreciate the self-made beer over here, or whiskey, something.
Or piss.
Something. And I'm gonna go get ready for my for the clearing round. and then I head on
Okay. Okay. To switch over, Ben, you're unconscious in bed, so you ain't doing anything until you're long rested and healed up. But Drusilla, you are not unconscious. What do you wish to do?
I was watching Ben, and I don't think anybody's going to come and shank him in his sleep. I'm going to venture out and see if use my knowledge about this place. Is there any service that provides insurance for wayward adventurers who get in over their head? It's a lot of people.
What do you mean by insurance?
Like a resurrection spell.
No.
Oh, I thought you were going to take out a life insurance policy on one of our
That's what I was wondering. I was like, what the hell is he talking about?
No. No, it's not.
No, basically the closest thing you're going to get would be hiring a healer for your run. And they don't even provide resurrection. They have, stabilization and heal wounds and shit like that, but you're not anywhere near in a strong enough area for like straight up resurrection spells.
Revive. Phoenix down.
Yeah. I honestly, I haven't even thought about putting those in my game. It's not a bad thought, but I haven't worked out the mechanics of it, so yeah.
Like, as many people that go through this place, it's got to be a bit of a meat grinder, right? Like, a lot of adventurers gotta just die.
It's got a high death toll.
Why isn't this place famous? Why didn't I hear about it? This whole place is just strange.
Are you actually trying to ask somebody that, or are you just thinking to yourself?
I'm muttering it out loud while thinking to myself.
Nobody answers you then.
You there, nearest person. How come I've never heard of this place? I've been around the world. Or, well...
roll a D100.
There's no one around.
You manage to catch the eyes of a guard, a guild guard, and he comes over to you and he goes, "That's because everybody who comes here is either still here or dead. The allure of the dungeon has kept everybody who's shown up here. And the guild my guild that runs the place doesn't spread word. And any adventurers who have left, I don't know of many who have because they keep diving into the dungeon, apparently haven't really spread the word. So either they want to keep it to themselves or they just didn't care enough to tell people."
Shit. Kind of makes me think of black holes. Everything that gets too close never comes back. And you can't see it getting sucked in.
Well, he says, well, we don't force anybody to stay here. Don't get me wrong. It's just everybody wants to see what's at the end. Everybody keeps diving for the better treasures. Once you reach the double-digit floors, as some of my guild members have, you start finding precious gems and enchanting stones and enchanted gear, and the loot is so tantalizing that people are killing themselves to try to get higher and get it.
I mean, isn't this place putting people like me, Zern, famous evil wizard, out of business? Who's going to go out and slay an evil wizard in their evil mountain lair when there's this place?
Well, Barntome is huge, ma'am. Barntome is huge, and the people that are here are mainly just random adventurers that stumbled on this area or members of my guild. It's not like entire countries are funneled into this cave. There's like 100 people tops in here.
Curious. Anyways, I'm going back to my tent.
Okay. Drusilla's going back to the tent. Anything else you want to do? Crime check.
No, I guess I'll wait to drop off the rest of the loot. I just I might as well drop that off now. I was just say I'd put it in the tent, but I don't want someone else to steal it. I mean, we
Going to the
barely got
blacksmith?
anything. Yeah, whoever is asking for the loot.
Yeah, the blacksmith.
Yeah.
Let me open up. I have what you were doing somewhere around here. It is. Okay. So you get there, and he greets you, and he goes, "Howdy, how you doing? Back from another run, I could see. Considering you're still, bloody and wounded and not really healed yet."
Yeah. Yeah, I do what we can, and I drop the stuff on the counter. I'm like, oh, this is, we're about to go back in. Tomorrow we're going in for another run, so I figured I'd drop off the stuff that we got from our last one. Not sure if I had any place to store it in the tent till the end.
That's a good idea. Most folks here are pretty decent, but there's some scoundrels here and there. So you've got everything down here in this list, right?
Yeah, it's the second column. Dreaders, hay, mirror,
Okay.
belt, eels.
He goes, okay, well, our
Not the tomb.
agreement was tomb.
That's the tome.
Our agreement was any loot you found on the first 2 floors, but seeing as how this is your second run on the first floor, I'll let you keep everything you got for this one. But your first run on the second floor, you'll have to come visit me and give me some more loot. Now, if there's anything you want to give me towards your daggers, I really don't see anything on here that would really be a bonus to your daggers, though. Full on. But yeah, if there's anything you want to give me towards changing for your daggers, then sure. But otherwise, you got mostly junk here, so pack it in your tent. Nobody's gonna steal your shit. No, nobody's gonna steal this shit. There's nothing really fancy here.
All right, sounds good. I'm like as melodramatic as I can be, or nonchalant as I can be, because I'm just barely alive at this point. And I walk back, plop it down in a sack at the foot of my bed, and then just pass out.
Give me a second. I gotta meet you guys. What button do I push?
He's got to mute himself.
You gotta mute us. Oh, he's gotta mute himself. Yeah.
Some more Driders. Unreal. Not surprised.
You investigate the little dark corner of your tent and find 2 Driders.
I'm not that mean. I've got some interesting thoughts for the second floor, but I'm pretty sure that'll be the next time I play. I think you guys getting through this first floor will probably be the end of my campaign for this run.
Some narrative weight at the end of this tunnel, huh? This is like some sort of SAO super meta dungeon.
What?
Like it's a video game. Very people going to grind, never ends. There's nothing really there.
Oh, makes sense, but no, there is actually an end, and there's more to it. I actually have some pretty decent ideas for the dungeon, but I've got a couple things specifically for your group because of Crown-Tech's connection to the Earth Elemental, and then there will be more after that if you choose to, or if you don't choose to. It's up to you guys. But yeah, like I said, this floor will probably be the end of this run for me, and then hopefully the next run you guys will be able to clear a couple floors and get to where I want you to be. But anyway, yeah, you guys all go into the tent and resting up, I imagine, taking a long rest.
Yeah.
I can't hear you over my sleeping. Yeah. Wake up after full rest. Full night. Yeah.
Delete that. Sorry, I'm resetting things. So I'm a little distracted. So roleplay for a bit while I reset things.
Okay. So how curious are you guys really about what treasure is in those rooms?
100%.
100% curious.
Oh.
Okay.
I just wanted
we
to
know
get in
where
there
it
before
is.
those tools respawned.
Yeah. But we know where it is. And we don't have to investigate any other rooms besides the ones we need to get there.
Okay, Drusilla. You're very cynical right now, and I'm not appreciating it. You know what? You didn't have to join us to those. You could have left right after the Driders. Right after the Vollywogs. But I agreed with Ben. We risked our life to get into that room. I was not going to leave without actually peeking to see if the loot was in the next room.
Well,
Whether the fact that they had monsters in there, that's just the dungeon giving us the middle finger. I'm sorry.
Between the three of us, there needs to be a voice of caution.
All right, you get like 5 minutes. Next time you're complaining for an hour, I'm gonna leave you behind.
It's like talking to a brick wall. No points get through.
You're talking about yourself, right?
Oh, okay. In that case, I'm rubber, you're glue.
Wow.
If we're doing
back to the argument right there.
Are we really doing this, huh?
I don't know what you're talking about. I was just asking if you're throwing shade my way if you were talking about yourself. But anywho, are we headed straight for the loot room this time? And try now that we're gonna be mostly fully healed, I don't have to. We don't have to
you
pull
would have
this.
taken a long rest. You'd be fully healed.
Well, there's Bollywogs in the way on the way there, potentially.
Oh yeah, good point.
We don't have to do the whole I run in, pull me out type of thing. So we could just do our normal plan, spread out normally, and you play to our strengths.
I mean, give you plenty of room to cast your AoEs, basically.
I prefer that, yeah.
I mean, I'll stand very far away to attack from a distance so you can do your thing.
I won't be in the way of you casting your magic too. I'm still trying to figure out how these spells work, honestly, and I just don't want to start casting something and then get you guys on accident.
All right. Well, let's see if this plan works out.
I'm sorry. Are you in agreement? I haven't heard that part yet.
Yeah, I'm in agreement. What's there to disagree upon?
Everything else that we've talked about so far?
Oh, like rushing into a room with 1 HP? See? My point stands on that one.
I mean, that's something we disagreed upon. I'm just making sure we're on the same page here.
All right.
And your point, and you were right, Drusilla. You were right. We shouldn't have rushed in there. But it's plain and simple. Ben and I didn't give a shit about that. We were trying to find the loot. Right, Ben? Like, he died trying to find loot. We was not going to leave without at least looking for the loot. Right, Ben?
Well,
I don't feel comfortable taking a side here.
Saw that coming.
Punch those motherfuckers. I'll feel all right.
There we go.
Oh.
Well, I do appreciate the admission of me being right.
Hey,
yeah.
Drusilla, next time you decide to run in and heal someone, at least make it to the other side of the door so that you don't get shot at by the people who just knocked him out. I wanted to make sure I reminded you of that.
I was positioned so that my minion would get shot, not me.
They could shoot over your minion and hit you. Or at least pull him out of the way and then... Because I didn't want Ben to get struck by an arrow while he's fighting for his life. So what?
I didn't have any extra actions. I couldn't have done anything.
I mean, you could have pulled him out of the way instead of trying to
I couldn't even walk back a step. How would I do that?
feel like you could have figured it out. Or waited for me to do it since I was right next to him.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, there was. I'm just be wary because while you ran in to like stabilize him, I was just remembering the time for the last Strider fight when it shot through a fireball and hit me like it was nothing, and I was just like, oh, they're gonna shoot through the doorway and knock out Ben and Drusilla, and Ben's gonna be completely dead. Drusilla's gonna be down. I was just very fearful.
You're right.
Yeah.
I'll be even more careful next time.
Thank you. Well, I'm ready. I said my piece.
Yeah.
This dungeon is tearing us apart.
We're always.
In all fairness, you guys really are a fresh group. It's not like you're been allies for the last dozen years or anything.
Also, Drew is just toxic as shit. That's never changed.
No, Drew is toxic, yeah.
I mean, I'm not afraid to shoot another fireball at you. It's gonna happen.
It might.
I'm betting the over on that. So, anywho, unless you all have anything else to say, I assume we're headed to the gate to get in.
Yeah, let's go on. Let's get in there.
Okay, y'all got your stats healed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okie dokies. Okay, let me see something here.
I'm using the bathroom while you're thinking.
Yep.
I'm gonna grab another beer while you're thinking.
Yep.
All right, I'm back.
Well,
Did you figure things out?
I think I know where I want to go with things for tonight.
Striders?
No. That's where you guys go with things. No, once Bork is back, I'll get everything
I've been back.
And oh well, you didn't say anything.
Yeah, that's just he was talking.
Oh,
You guys were talking.
Anyway, so sorry, boy was making random noises. So basically, at this point, all three of you have several skills that need to level up, and I think leveling them up will help with combat.
Leveling up our HP would definitely help too.
Well, I checked that as well, and well, you can level up some. Crown Tech definitely can, but Ben can't. Did I not level you last time, Crown Tech, or have you just getting punched that many times?
The last from the first time, the second, my HP has not changed since I started this character.
I must have forgot to level you up last time.
My MP did go up though.
Hit a lot.
I did get hit a lot.
Like a lot.
Maybe it went from 70 to 80.
Oh, yeah, I can do that. That's just simple numbers for me. But
I think it went from 70 to 80 because you did reset my hits. Or maybe 60 to 80. I don't know.
Either way, I'll do that now as well. So what I want to do right now is hold on. Doing numbers and talking aren't working. Numbers and talking aren't working. Anyway, I want to go through, and I think it would be neat, and also just because I want to waste some time and still get a good broadcast time in, so everybody to see how we discuss our level progress, because normally we do that off recording. So we'll start with the first one on my sheet, which is Cromtech, and you have 3 skills to level. Fire manipulation, flame swirl, and fireball. are all ready to level up. So we start with the top, fire manipulation. Last time you leveled it, you increased damage. What do you want to increase this time?
Yeah, the flame. No, I added a second die. To it,
which is why it took 3 levels to achieve. So.
Yeah, that'll do it. So it goes from 3 to 4. Just the modifier, the +1, +2. Give me something besides just dice rolls.
Yeah, you just want to do a +1.
Is it +1 per level? Then sure.
Yeah, that's the basic leveling. Is you get +1 to hit or damage or, well, yeah, basically hit or damage for an attack spell is your basic 1 level ability. If you wanted to do something special, we which one do you want, hit or damage?
Damage.
If you wanted to do something special, then we would talk different levels.
Is it 1 per? What did you do?
+1 for damage.
All right, I already did that.
So 40. So you would have. Oops, wrong button. You'd have 15 left, or 25 left. And this would go to level 4. Okay, and then you leveled up Flame Swirl to level. Let's see, calcs. Level 1 to 2 is 30, so you would have 10 left. To level 2.
I mean,
do you want to save it up for something special, or
for that one, I want to add
another base?
Oh, their turn per level. So if it's level 2, it'll last. I can keep it 2 turns. Oh.
That's just general. Most of your skills are, because a lot of your skills are channeling skills. That'll just happen for every.
That's why
skill.
they suck that they were still on level 1s this whole time. Unreal.
Sorry.
Well, channeling skills sucks.
I can't think of anything right now. So I might have to come back to you. And
so we'll put a notation right here because you got some stuff right there. Still thinking.
I already got it.
Oh, okay. Never mind. You put it up 1. It should be this one.
Oh, well, I didn't want to type in the same one that you were typing.
Okay. And then you got your fireball as well. Just your regular fireball has leveled up to level 3.
Can I just do a +1 to hit on these ones?
Yeah. That's basic for everything. So you want to do to hit or to damage?
Hit.
Okay. Oh, that was pretty simple for you. And then I did your health and your MP. Drusilla, you also get.
Oh, wait, they have a storage spot.
MP. Okay. Drusilla, you leveled up Shocking Grasp to level 4.
All right.
Do you want to do something, store up for something major, or just do extra damage? It's right here. You got in quotation, you wanted to deal damage to the next target. Do you still want to work towards that? I'm guessing that was your last level that you went for that.
Yeah. What would more damage be? Another die roll or just like a +1?
Just a level. Well, just a 1 level would be a +1. For another die roll, it took 3 levels.
2.
So 2 levels.
Yeah.
It took 2 levels. So you would have to. You'd basically be stocking another level towards that, or getting rid of the charge shock for another die roll.
Instead of something major or powerful or game changing, could I just like make it so I can quick shift my imbued weapon to shock and grasp?
That would be imbue weapon. That would be the imbue weapon skill. It wouldn't have anything to do with your shock and grasp skill.
All right, I'll store it up for now.
Okay. So you don't want to work towards charge shock, deal extra damage, or
Charge shock, that's another die roll? What is that?
no? That's deal damage to the next target. That's what we have in quotations here.
Right, like a chain lightning sort of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's save up for that. That sounds pretty cool.
Well, you saved 1 level, so we'll put 1 more level, and then you'll get that. Okay, that is not what I wanted. I wanted a quotation. Where's the stupid? There it is. Quotation. Okay. You also leveled up longsword. Right now, you've got 2 swings for 1 basic action, D8 plus 2 damage. You could do another plus, so it would be D8 plus 3 damage for a basic level up, if you wanted to do something like that. Or you could try for 3 swings, which would take a couple levels.
Yeah, let's save it up for 3 swings.
Going for 3 swings. 2 more levels. Okay, and that's all you got that has leveled. And Ben, you have leveled up 3 of your skills. We've got your basic attack is leveled up. I know you have put all your levels so far into increasing the amount of HP you get from attacking. Do you want to keep along that line, or do you want to do something else?
If I could get a +1 to that
+1 to damage or hit?
to hit.
Okay.
Because I have not been hitting a whole lot.
Yeah, RNGesus has really hated you.
Yeah, so anything I can get to sort of
+1 hits. Okay. And then your blood armor has leveled up, which makes sense. You use that a lot.
I also get hit a lot.
Yeah. What do you want to do with that? Increase damage. If you're going for an increase in AC, it's going to take probably 3 levels. +1 to damage is a regular level.
I mean, typically when they beat that AC, they beat it by a mile, so that's not gonna do a whole lot. How about some extra damage? Could we up that to a D8?
A D8? 1 more level and I can give you a D8.
Sure.
Okay. D8 damage, 1 level. Okay, and then you leveled up Blood Pull. This one you can't really up damage or hit.
Oh, I'm looking to expand its versatility.
Okay, what are you thinking?
Blood push.
So like a heal option?
Yeah, an emergency blood transfusion.
Not a bad option.
You've spilled too much of your blood on the ground. Here, have some of mine.
You just hit level 1 with it.
Oh, but I have.
But it's a pretty decent transition, so I'll only make you wait 1 more level. Heal effect. It's not going to be, too life-changing. So I don't see you needing to wait a bunch of levels for that. I will say when you do get the heal effect, it'll have like a ratio basically to start with. Every 2 HP you give is only 1 HP healed. And just as you level up, you can obviously change that.
Oh, and eventually I want to see if I can do like a blood conduit where it
Hmm.
would burn 2 actions, but it would take from an enemy while giving to an ally.
That's neat. That's super neat. But yeah, you're talking.
It'd be pretty advanced.
Honestly, the way I would do that for this is basically you get the heal effect in your next level, and then you would start working towards the conduit effect. But I would only make you wait probably 2 levels for that because it is kind of like the path you're taking. So ultimately, it would be only 3 levels altogether until you get the conduit effect. But there would still be the point loss for healing. So you take 2 points for them, you heal 1 for your ally, almost like just because it is transferring through. You know what I mean?
Yeah. The benefit I see to the conduit versus like taking from an enemy and then giving to an ally is it removes a sort of cap.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That way, instead of like, oh, I don't have that much buffer, I can just like I still assume the risk. If I can't take it, I still lose the HP.
Yeah. You don't drain it from your ally, you lose your own HP.
Yeah, but I would with the conduit, it would just take it straight from the enemy to them, and like there would be a loss involved, but it wouldn't matter how much health I had
Hmm.
as long as I had more than I was pulling.
Yeah. Well, the way I would have you roll that, I would think you do you do your strength check against the enemy to see if you even start channeling their blood in the first place. So you do your regular gamble, and then you can choose to pass half of what you gain to an ally or take all of it for yourself.
I can see that.
So it would still be like your original gamble, but at the same point, you can now transfer that. Instead of transferring your own health to the ally, you transfer the health you're stealing to your ally.
Yeah, I can see that being the evolution after Blood Push. I
Hmm.
can see that for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, like 3-ish levels, I think would be enough to do that because it is a general progression you're making. You're not like just switching like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I think that's about sums up everybody's levels. You didn't have enough hits to gain any more health. Um, and with that, I believe I am going to call it for myself and come in next week. Are we playing next week?
I mean, I'm ready for it. If we are,
I'll be in a hotel. We'd have to do Thursday because I got to drive straight from here to the hotel for your Halloween party. So I wouldn't have my computer. I would only be able to do Discord on my phone, which wouldn't be very well since I'm DMing.
we could maybe do the night after, assuming we're not too hungover on my computer together.
Maybe, but I'd have to drive. The night after, I have to drive home. Sunday, you mean?
Oh yeah, okay.
I forgot. I didn't
Uh,
realize I was muted for the last 10 minutes.
sorry.
Then we
Oh.
might have to take another week break.
Well, I could probably do Thursday.
All right, yeah, Thursday works.
Thursday works for me.
Okay.
Thursday works.
Thursday next week then.
Yeah.
Basically, what I'm thinking we do is we buckle down and we push the dungeon runs. Even if you guys have to leave to heal again, we dial the roleplay back a little bit to you guys either choosing the healing tent or taking a long rest, and then we go right back into the dungeon. And I think we should be able to crush this floor within a couple hours.
Kind of like a freaking montage. Go in, get our ass kicked, heal. Okay, we're
Yeah.
rolling.
Yeah, pretty much.
I thought we've been pretty
6
minimal on the role playing while we're in the dungeon.
In the dungeon, yeah, it's every time you guys exit out the dungeon, which isn't a bad thing. Don't get me wrong. I love the role play, but
I thought that's what
I
you
think,
wanted.
yeah, it is. Like I said, I love the role play. I just think next week we should buckle down and try to kill this floor off.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what more there is to role play. We already looked at all the books. We already
Yeah.
got the
We'll see.
bickering out of the way. The bickering's the fun part, but it's done.
Well, the bickering between any of us in any of our campaigns is never done.
That's
true.
Yeah.
But yeah, so for all you listeners, podcast, and the ones watching Bork's Twitch, thank you for joining us for another D&D campaign of Barntome. Guys got their, well, not really. They got their asses kicked the one before. This one, they just kind of ran away, which was logical. So we'll see how they do next run.
I don't agree with the logical one. I still wanted the loot.
I mean, the loot was there. You could have gone back.
You could have tried. You could have gone for it.
Could have went for it.
Well, not if Drusilla's running away. I'm not gonna go by myself.
Hopefully, Canervusborgen can remedy whatever bad karma he has with R and Jesus, because he's doing a shit job as a tank right now.
Yeah.
I mean, he's an HP tank who throws 100 HP away in one move. His own move. Not the enemy's move.
It was brilliant, and it was a great gamble. It just did not pay off.
So for the montage, what music are we thinking?
I don't know. I'm going to play regular music. I usually just play the background noise you guys hear now.
How about some 80s glam metal?
I love 80s glam metal.
Cinderella?
Don't we have to worry about
Oh, absolutely. Oh, it wouldn't be for them, it would be for us.
Oh, okay.
Do it. Provide the music. Provide the tunes.
All right. Well, that's it for me, guys. I'm gonna have a cigarette and pass out.
You do that.
Have fun.
You guys seeing this little goober here?
You're a goober.
Such a cute kitty.
I had one of my mom's damn cats down here trying to eat my mouse cord.
The cats, they eat mice.
Sounds like it's doing its job.
I mean, that's more productive than any of the cats in my house.
Not when I use that mouse to play games.
Oh, yeah. You don't want them eating those mice.
Okay, well, I will talk to you all later.
Later.
Adios, folks.
Later, Gator.
You know.